Hello, my name is Katie Gray, and this is my video for Module 1. A little bit about me. I went to Pittsburgh State University and got my undergrad and secondary education in history. I have a cat named Zoe. She is about 7 years old. I got married on September 18th, 2021, and we also just bought our first house in May. And I have just been approved to foster dogs. I have yet to foster one yet, but we're really excited to help out and foster some puppies or dogs. My years in education, this is my 4th year at Mill Creek Middle School in DeSoto School District. My 1st and 2nd year I taught Pathways, which aligned with some of the things that we actually talked about in this module. It is a career-focused, soft skills, life skills class that takes 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It's a core class, just like social studies, math, ELA, science. I taught 7th grade my 1st year and 8th grade my 2nd year. And then last year and this year I taught 7th grade social studies, and I'm planning on staying there for a while. It's what I went to school to do. This is my 2nd year on the DeSoto School District's innovation team, which also ties into what we talked about a little bit in this module. We went one-to-one 3 years ago, which actually, no, 2 years ago, which was perfect timing because that's when schools initially shut down for COVID in the 4th quarter. So it was really nice that all the students had their computers. The point of innovation team, it's different teachers from all over the district that teach different grade levels, different subjects, and we just figure out different ways to innovate technology in the classroom and then share out with our schools. Then my 3rd year as Mill Creek's cheer coach, 3rd year as Mill Creek's pep club sponsor, and then this year is also my 1st year as Mill Creek's assistant cross country coach. So I basically live there in the fall. To summarize the articles, I said curriculum equals measurable plan for schools. Misconception that schools should focus primarily on content and academia and curriculum. Studies have shown that administrators, teachers, and parents need to improve assessment and focus more on soft skills. Students need to be learning non-academic skills in school, and there were a bunch listed and different ones on every resource. So they focused on motivation, organization, time management, self-regulation, problem solving, social awareness, growth mindset, which is a big push at our school, character, social, emotional skills, grit, soft skills, and then the 4 C's, which is actually what Pathways is based on: critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and creativity. These all need to be measurable. One of the big questions or argument often leads to how and which skills. So how are you going to teach these skills? How are you going to measure the growth of these skills? And which skills are we going to focus on? Growing technology in the classroom can provide more learning experience to students rather than just new instruction methods. For teachers, they talked a lot about digital equity. And for new school technologies to be successful, significant planning, teacher training, and resources must be in place, which goes back to my district as well with that, with the innovation team. The 10 academic activities, I put Science Olympiad, Math Olympiad, Spelling Bee classes at the CTE building, which is an extension of the high school. But they can take classes and then they drive to the CTE building and they have things like coding and woodworking and automobile stuff. So just cooking, just different kinds of classes. Book club, Europe, field trip, publications, Scholars Bowl, NHS, and Tech Club. All of these activities are well supported by administration. I love that our district gives additional academic activities to our students. Some of these activities are more technology focused than others. Most of these activities are done in school, which provides a lot of equitable access. Some of these activities are invitations only or cost money, which does not allow all students to participate. My non-academic activities, I put the musical, play, Stuco, dances, sports, rowdy crowd, and then I put 212 leadership. This could really fall under non-academic or academic activities. It's during ELT, which is essentially a study hall at the end of the day. It's for eighth graders only and it's invitation only. So at the end of the seventh grade year, we make a list of the students who we think would be great leaders for the school. And they do things like work with our special education program, or, I have my own MTSS ELT, which is like based on organizational skills and study habits. And so sometimes they'll come in and help organize my students in there. They do recycling, that kind of thing. Also, MTSS ELT, which is my ELT or my study hall. This could also be academic. They could go in either way. They don't receive a grade for this class, but if you are put into my study hall, it is organizational skills. We don't focus so much on doing homework as we do on, like I said, organizational skills, study skills, getting all those habits. Avid is the same idea. It is a invitation only class. So again, this also could have done to academic, but they're not grade based. That's why I kind of put them in non-academic. Avid is very similar to my ELT, except it is a class invitation only at the high school. Pathways probably could have gone under academic as well, but they really don't focus on curriculum content like other classes do. It's very much more those soft skills and career based. And with pathways, it leads into a lot of additional activities, which is another reason why I put it on non-academic. We do like Genius Hour activities, and a lot of it is done outside of school and as an activity in class. And then my last non-academic was K Club. All of these activities are well supported by administration. Our district has a lot of opportunities for students to get involved in school in other ways than academically. Some of these activities are by invitation or have limited spaces and require applying or tryouts, which does not allow all students to participate. Especially in terms of sports, I wish our schools could find a way to let all students play the sport they want at the middle school level. I think it's important to give students this chance, because if their parents don't have the funds to do competitive sports, this is their only opportunity. Our principal does a great job of having non-academic activities that apply to soft skills. Further development for academic, I would say tech club, mainly because this year it didn't happen. And when it has happened in the past, it's been really, really successful. If I have a student with a computer problem or their case comes off or something like that, we send them to tech club or the computer's a tech club, and the tech club people can fix it, rather than always having to call K-12 or technology support that's out of building. And so it's students helping students essentially. Book club is awesome. I feel like we could do a better job of advertising it and encouraging kids to go. Non-academic, I would say sports, for the reason that I mentioned earlier, especially at the district I'm at. We have a lot of students who do competitive sports outside of school, so their skills are higher than students who haven't done competitive sports. And the same thing with the high school level. So I just wish more students could get involved in sports, and not have it be tryouts only. I wish there was a way for them to all get involved. In general, and this could once again go to academic. In general, I think that our MTSS organizational help ELT could be stronger throughout all grade levels. As a future school leader, I would definitely include Tech Club. It helps teachers out so much. It gives kids who like technology a place to go and to feel successful and to use all of those soft skills. I love the classes that they provide at the CTE building for high school students. Non-academic, that 212 leadership class is phenomenal. They learn so many different kinds of soft skills and then they practice them. And Pathways is a great class as well. Again, that could fall under academic. Relevancy statement. The research increased my understanding of leadership impacts in academic and non-academic activities. These types of activities teach students non-cognitive and soft skills. This assignment relates to my current learning because as a future school administrator, I will need to ensure that my school has these types of activities in place for students. Technology is forever evolving and needs to be implemented into classrooms, and activities, technologies incorporated into our curriculum. All teachers use technology for instructions. We also teach students about proper ways to use the internet, using reliable sources, and how to use different software on the computer, all of which fall under non-academic and academic learning. As I enter into a new administrative position, I will reflect on the activities that I believe to be beneficial for students in a school. I will make a list of activities that the school currently has, both academic and non-academic activities. I will reach out to teachers to see which activities are successful and which need to be developed further. I will implement plans to further develop activities that need to be improved. I will also see if there are any additional activities that could be added to fill any potential gaps. Here is my reference page. Thank you very much for watching.